Kathleen Kitty Savio was born on June 13, 1963, in Glendale Heights, Illinois. Despite a difficult childhood marked by her parents' divorce and financial struggles, she grew into a warm, determined young woman who built a stable life as an accountant. At 20, she met Drew Peterson on a blind date, a charismatic, respected police officer who seemed like the perfect partner. Drew, born in 1954, had a strong start in life. Athlete, Army veteran, and later a celebrated police officer in Bolingbrook, Illinois. But behind the polished exterior was a man with a long history of infidelity and controlling behavior. His first marriage ended after he cheated. His second marriage to Victoria Connolly lasted nearly a decade, marked by abuse allegations. During his marriage to Victoria, Drew began an affair with Kathleen, who initially had no idea he was still married. After he portrayed his wife as unstable and claimed he was divorcing, Kathleen believed him. 6 months after they began dating, they became engaged, marrying in 1992. Kathleen soon gave birth to 2 sons, but as their family grew, Drew's charm faded. His behavior turned controlling and verbally abusive before escalating physically. Kathleen endured belittling comments, manipulation, and violence. She once required emergency treatment after Drew slammed her into a table. He later denied responsibility. By the late 1990s, Drew had begun an affair with teenager Stacy Cales, nearly 30 years younger than him. Kathleen learned the truth in 2001 after receiving an anonymous letter. Their marriage rapidly collapsed. Drew moved out and bought a house just blocks away, taunting her. Their divorce became vicious, with Kathleen fighting for child support and part of Drew's pension. She called police repeatedly, 18 times in total, but her complaints were largely ignored by the department where Drew worked. In July 2002, Kathleen reported one of the most terrifying incidents. Drew smashed glass, held a knife, and forced her to sit on the stairs for hours while threatening to kill her. Terrified, she sought legal protection, writing a letter to prosecutors warning that Drew might seriously harm her. Her plea went unanswered. Meanwhile, Drew married 19-year-old Stacy in 2003, just after his divorce was finalized. On the surface, they appeared happy, but Drew soon became controlling with her as well. On March 1, 2004, a neighbor discovered Kathleen dead in her bathtub. The tub was dry. Her body had bruises and a head injury, yet investigators, many of whom knew Drew, quickly ruled it an accidental drowning. Drew had a solid alibi. He was home with Stacy. The case was closed. Kathleen's family was devastated but powerless. Drew was granted full custody of their 2 sons. Over the next 3 years, Drew's marriage to Stacy deteriorated. By 2007, Stacy confided in family that she wanted a divorce. On October 28, 2007, she vanished without a trace. Drew claimed she had run off with another man, showing little concern. Her family insisted she would never leave her children. Stacy's disappearance reignited suspicion around Kathleen's death. The Illinois State Police and FBI reopened the case. Kathleen's body was exhumed in November 2007. A second autopsy contradicted the original findings, revealing signs of a struggle and supporting homicide. Drew became the prime suspect in 2 cases. The investigation intensified when Drew's brother, Thomas, revealed he had helped Drew move a large blue container around the time Stacy disappeared. Neighbors reported seeing the same container Thomas also admitted helping Drew place a call from Stacy's phone to make it appear she was traveling. In February 2008, Kathleen's death was officially ruled a homicide. Drew was arrested for her murder in 2009. His 2012 trial became one of the most high-profile cases in Illinois history. With no DNA or eyewitnesses, prosecutors relied heavily on hearsay allowed under a unique legal strategy. Kathleen's sister testified that Kathleen had feared Drew would kill her and make it look like an accident. A pastor testified that Stacy had confided her belief that Drew murdered Kathleen and had asked her to lie as his alibi. Kathleen's divorce attorney testified that Stacy contacted him days before her disappearance, seeking help to leave Drew and saying she believed he killed Kathleen. After testimony from 44 witnesses, the jury deliberated for 14 hours. Just before the verdict, Drew erupted in the courtroom shouting that he was innocent. He was removed by security. The jury found him guilty of Kathleen's murder. He was sentenced to 38 years in prison. But Drew's criminal behavior didn't end there. While behind bars, he attempted to orchestrate a murder-for-hire plot against the prosecutor who convicted him. He was caught on tape discussing payment with another inmate. He received an additional 40-year sentence. Despite numerous appeals, Drew failed to overturn his conviction. In 2024, a psychological evaluation confirmed he was mentally competent. Meanwhile, his former attorney faced legal consequences for violating a gag order and claiming to know what happened to Stacy. Drew's eldest son, Stephen, publicly struggled with reconciling the father he loved with the crimes he committed. Stacy's family continued to search for answers, holding on to hope that her remains would one day be found. At the time of this recording, Drew remains incarcerated, and Stacy remains missing. If you found this case compelling, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post true crime stories every night. Stay sharp, stay vigilant.